Hi there. My name is Paula and I'm from Boss Lady Coaching. Today I'm going to be talking to you about celebrating the wins in your business. So recently our business hit 10 years and which is a pretty huge milestone, right? So generally, as the saying goes, most businesses fail in the first year of business. But getting to 10 years, I think from memory, my coach said it was about 6% of businesses that actually got to 10 years, maybe a bit more than that. But so that's a huge milestone, right? And I actually wasn't going to do anything about celebrating that because I thought, oh yeah, it's 10 years, nobody's going to do anything about it and or worry about it. But I decided that I would because, having a business is a roller coaster and there's just this up and down all the time about business where you think 1 minute things are going great, the next minute things are going not so great. So I thought, why not? You put in the slog for the last 10 years, so why not do something about that? So I did. And it was a great journey for me because what I did is I actually did a presentation that went right back to when the business began and what the achievements for myself and my business had made in those 10 years. And what a journey that was because I'd forgotten quite a lot of things that we had achieved and the people that had come through the business as well. So it was pretty cool. So, how I want you to relate that to you, especially if you're just starting in business, then set those goals for those milestones. What is it going to look like when you reach your first year in business and celebrate that? What is it going to look like when you reach your 2 years or 5 years or even 10 years, 20 years, whatever? Think beyond, think big, think large and really just get into it and feel that moment of what that's going to look like. If you're just starting out in business, then think about your first year in business because a lot of businesses fail in that first year. If you've made it through to your first year, congratulations, because that in itself is a huge feat by itself. So thinking about, me in my racing space, that checkered flag when people are, flying that checkered flag. Now, generally the checkered flag signifies obviously the end of the race and who's won that race. But if I put it in context, that checkered flag is just means I've reached the next goal. So I've won that goal, I've done that goal, and what's next for me? And it was funny because at my party, a few people had actually said, you've reached your 10 years, what next now? And I was like, actually hadn't really thought that because I've got stuck in that just running a business and I've got my goals and things like that, but I haven't really thought of the next 10 years, so to speak, to see what I want to achieve in those next 10. I know what I want to achieve in the next couple of years. I haven't really thought about the next 10 years. So that's an activity that I'm going to need some space to go and do. So it's really important to set yourself those tracking milestones and knowing where things are going to be so you can celebrate those things along the way and really recognize that. I also want you to have a think about what you're going to do when you do get to those. So are you going to go away on a little holiday? I'm finding more and more as this business gets bigger that I really need to schedule time out in my calendar for just me time to go away and work on my business. So recently I had a couple of days up at the Sunshine Coast because I was attending a couple of meetings. So I stayed the night up there and it just brought a realization to me that I need to set maybe a week away every quarter, maybe every 6 months, not really sure yet because I haven't done it, just to spend time on my business with no interruptions and just switch off and do it. So in that time at that night, I did a lot of number work for my business and I love numbers. So it was good. Once I get into it, I really get into it. And I actually went to bed quite late because I lost track of time because I was stuck in my numbers. But it's important to, whether you go away and just write or plan or do numbers or whatever you want to do for your business, get in that creative space, then it's really important to do that and schedule that time to be able to celebrate the milestones when you get there. And then taking a moment to have a think about when you've got there. So taking a bit of a pit stop, so jumping into that pit lane and recalibrating, so to speak, and thinking about what you did to get there, what you could have done better, what you did great, all that sort of thing. Just re-strategizing and seeing what can get you through the next year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. So thinking about that and inspire others by telling people your story. Because, if I say to people, be in business 10 years, business owners know that's quite a feat to get there. So they respect that. And, I've got friends that have said, wow, you're so inspiring because, to get there, and we've seen the hard work you've put in over that time. So telling people your story, and then, as I said, setting those new goals and challenges and what's next. So once you've reached that, you've crossed the finish line, ask yourself what's next and keep going. So if you need support or accountability to get your business to the other side, or even just to get started, then please reach out to me. Let's have a 15-minute game plan on how you can get your business started and moving forward, and we can have a chat. So click on the link below, book in a time with me to have a 15-minute game plan, and I'll tell you what to do in your next steps. So Paula from Beyond the Maze, I look forward to helping you in your business. Bye for now.